Alright guys, so we got the airbox all modified and installed. Now I'm actually going to be pulling it back apart. We got it just put back together now. Now we're going to pull it back apart, and we're going to go ahead and add an intercooler pipe. And we're going to make our own intake for the car. What it has on it is like the AWE. I'm not sure what that one is called, but it ain't 3.5 inches, and we want as much area as we can get on the intake. So one, we can make the car louder and sound cool with the supercharger whine, and two, it'll just flow better. It'll give the supercharger as the most possible air it can flow. I know we don't have an ultracharger or an upgraded throttle body on the car, so it doesn't really matter that much, but we will get the max amount of air to the throttle body as fast as it can go with the larger pipe. So what comes on the car, it seems to be like it's tapered. So this is the 3.5 inch pipe, which is pretty freaking gigantic if you ask me. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just chop this pipe about right here, and it should give us, I have two of these pipes actually, so if it's wrong, we can always cut and mess with things and get it to work eventually, but we're going to cut it about right here and take the other pipe off and see if we can get it to line up in some orientation. It shouldn't really be that hard to do. It's such a short length of pipe, but we do have to get it to connect to where the air filter sits, and we should be good after that. So yeah, let's try it out. It has, like I said, the AWE intake, and you can see there is a clear difference. Like, this is huge. This one's kind of hard to see, but it ain't huge. And then it tapers up to 3 inches, 3.5 inches here, where it connects to the air filter. So we're gonna pull this thing off. We will have to make a barb for this vacuum line that goes here. However, that'll be pretty easy. I did buy the parts necessary to modify this pipe or the coupler to make that work. But yeah, we're gonna go with just a straight 3.5 inch pipe and make that much more noise using aluminum versus the silicone, and just have more air readily available inside the pipe. Alright guys, so with about an hour's worth of work and a little bit of cutting here and there, so we cut about 5 inches, yeah, probably like 4.5, 5 inches off of one leg on that 45-degree bend, and then we also cut, this is all from the same side, or sorry, this is all from the same side on the opposite side. I would say this is probably 3.5 inches came off total on this side. So you can cut 4.5 to 5 inches off one side, 3 to 3.5 inches off the other side, and the final result, the inlet of the throttle body is 3 inch, and we go to 3.5 inch, kind of not the worst, not the best. You could definitely make it fit better with some more bends. That's why I bought another set of pipes, so I can actually cut and get a good even flowing bend and not have to worry about mounting the couplers all sideways and weird. But this is the final product of what I came up with. It doesn't look terrible. Not the best, not the worst. We do have the port on the top going to the vacuum line, so we're all good there, and I think we should be ready to go rip the car, see what it does. So anyway, that is how to make your car a lot louder on the intake side. Go with a bigger intake and cut a hole in your airbox, free up any restriction that you had in the intake system before, and also let the supercharger whine a lot louder than you would be stock or with the AWE intake like what I had. So